You know, I'm not your traditional chiropractor. I look at myself as more as a performance coach, so I do a lot of their nutrition, a lot of their hydration, a lot of recovery methods, which we'll talk about, do all their training, obviously do the chiropractic stuff, the therapy, warm-ups, recovery. I mean, I'm kind of the jack of all trades. So if you really think about a professional sports team who has a group of doctors around them to support that team, I'm kind of that guy all in one package. You know, Zach Johnson, Jason Duffner, Rickie Fowler, Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth, the gentleman that won a couple weeks ago, Ryan Palmer from Texas, Nick Watney, and a couple young guys, Patrick Rogers out of Stanford, and then Michael Kim out of UCal Berkeley. So those are 10 guys I work with. Over the last 3 years, my guys have won 47 times, and of those 47 times, 7 of those have been major championships. I'm always looking down the pipeline of what's out there right now that can benefit my players, whether it's pain relief, whether it's recovery, whether it's sleep. I tried, you know, obviously the Joovv red light infrared therapy myself. Anything that comes down the pipeline, I'm kind of I'm the guinea pig. And I want to see, does it work? Does it benefit me? Is it convenient? Because we live on the road. You know, I travel on the road 30 weeks a year with my players, so I travel with kind of a mini clinic, and we go from week to week, and obviously golf course to golf course. So, you know, since obviously the Joovv Go came out, it was great to use my guys during the Masters. It was a great way to recover, great way for pain control, and obviously for reduction in inflammation. That was probably the 3 biggest things we use it with my guys. We were put in a room beside the range at the Augusta Golf Course, and there was so much red light going on during the day and during the week. We call it the red room. You know, some using it before they play, some using it after they play. Everybody had their own little routine, but I think it was really cool during obviously probably one of the biggest tournaments of the year that it was actually utilized the whole week, which is kind of neat to see. I just turned 50 last month, and they're always looking for the fountain of youth. And so I started reading a lot about the research based on hormonal changes with the red light therapy. And so I said, okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna test this myself before I introduce it to my players. I did all my blood work, all my blood panels before I started doing the therapy, the red light therapy. I did it for 8 weeks. I went on the road for 2, and then I came back and I redid my blood work. And my total testosterone jumped over 200 points, and my free testosterone jumped from 19 to 34. You know, I'm probably a very skeptical guy, and I get a lot of people coming to me with different things just because of the clientele that I work with. And so I have to be kind of the front line guy, and like I said, I always use it myself. And if I get great results, then I look into it even further. So go back 16 years ago when I first started working on the PGA Tour or working with pro athletes. I mean, recovery wasn't even a discussion, it wasn't even talked about. And then as time went on, recovery was more an ice pack or maybe a post-game, post-round stretch. And then obviously like Gatorade came around, so then the recovery was nutrition-based. And that was really all that was out there. And you know, I think as athletes, I know this, athletes are a lot smarter than they were 10 years ago. They're more educated, and they're always looking for that edge. They're always looking to say, how well can I perform? How long can I perform? In any professional sports world, it's longevity. I mean, if you give a player an extra 3 to 5 years, whether it's baseball, hockey, soccer, golf, I mean, that could equate to millions of dollars. And so when I got introduced to red light, what excited me was it was something that would help my guys recovery based, right? So I think this is just kind of like just starting to open up Pandora's box and really finding out what is the potential red light therapy can do for athletes or just for people in general, right? Just the health of our society. And the more and more I think people become aware of it, I think the more and more studies that are going to be out there, we're going to learn a lot more on different applications and really how much we can use it to its full extent.